Hey, what's up? It's the Nightcast podcast, the greatest show that no one is watching.
Wait, I gotta go bathroom real fast.
For
Just
serious?
kidding.
Oh, tricked all of
I
us.
tricked everyone.
Oh. Anyways, I'm Michael Thrax. I'm joined by our hilarious Garrett Zagri,
Hee.
Anita,
Hello.
and Eric the Doctor the Soybean.
Always a pleasure.
How creative of a name, Anita.
Yeah. What the heck?
I'm really creative, guys.
It's just spelt not the same way.
Yeah.
Like
So if you see that, because that's my handle and everything, you're talking to me.
like
Anita.
Casey,
You're gonna get stalked.
like Casey
yeah.
with
I
an
know.
eye.
It is actually not okay. Well, I do have that handle on Reddit, but I really made it for this channel because my handle on Reddit is completely different.
Yeah, I mean, no one should ever know someone else's handle on Reddit.
That's the most private information to have. Like, I give out my SIN number all the time, but not my Reddit.
I went to a Reddit meetup in real life, and like one of the questions that I asked before going was just like, "Do we give out our handles? Because I'm not coming if we do."
Be honest. Like, was it cringy? Because I always imagine, like, and I'm not. I would imagine a
Neckbeard
4chan
school.
meetup would be cringy as well. I think
Fair
any
enough.
like internet meetup would be fucking cringy.
People from 4chan can't meet up because they're stuck in their basements because they're
Dude, there's been tons of 4chan meetups,
Has there?
but
Have you gone? No. Everybody
No.
just says they're going, and nobody leaves the house.
Yes.
well, they post photos.
I am a-
and
Oh,
they
yeah.
do look
it's
like
real hard to find
quite a-
photos of groups, Eric, on the internet.
All I'm saying is I've seen photos of 4chan meetups and I've seen photos of Reddit meetups, and they look like an interesting collection of individuals. Let's just say that.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah,
is.
it wasn't bad. Like there was some people there where you're just like, oh, you're definitely from the internet. But then
Yeah.
there was like people there that were just like normal.
Was there-
people. I also think like Reddit's more diverse, right?
Was there a guy there whose neck beard was so huge that you could hide in it?
No.
Oh.
The greatest is
I
when they
don't
used to have.
recall.
The greatest is when they used to have pony meetups. You want a good time? Google like brony meetup. Man, you'll see.
Yeah,
some
That's
stuff.
that's what I call a good time.
Brony meetups is just furries in pony costumes.
Yeah, basically. So therefore,
Whenever,
Eric is a furry.
No, don't ever.
When I
say
went to
that
an
again.
anime convention this year, there was a lot of bronies.
Was it really? You talked to them?
Eric,
Yeah.
literally the other
Mike, can you
Eric,
say that
literally,
again?
Yeah.
literally, Eric.
Eric's
The other
back.
day, Eric was like, "I like Crystal from Star Fox
Applejack's my favorite.
because she has a nice ass." That's a little callback joke.
Nice.
Oh my,
Nice.
you idiot!
All right.
All right, let's talk about something. Let's talk about. Garrett, tell me what's going on in America. Apparently, all of America is in an uproar. Anarchy is going out in the streets. Fire, looting. Dunkin' Donut is changing their name or something. This is crazy. This is the hot topic.
Yeah, Dunkin' Donuts is changing their name from Dunkin' Donuts to just Dunkin' on January 1st.
What do they think? Like they figure
It's just Dunkin' now.
they figure that everyone just knows they have donuts in there.
I think they're trying to be like hip and with it, like how everything's like, everybody abbreviates things, so it's like
I feel like
I feel like they imagine the urban youth is going to be like, yeah, let's go to Dunkin', man.
Does
Yo,
anyone call
I
it
got-
Dunkin' Donuts though, or do people just call it Dunkin'? Because if I were a coffee drinker and I went to Dunkin' Donuts, I wouldn't call it Dunkin' Donuts. I would just call it Dunkin'. Be like, all right, I'm going to Dunkin' real fast. You want coffee or something?
I think it's just like the cacophony of the word, like the hard Dunkin' just makes it
Dunkin'.
not roll well.
So
Yeah.
what? Like Tim Hortons is going to change their name to Tim because everyone
Well,
goes
everybody,
on going to Tim's?
everybody
we call
calls
it
it
Timmy's.
Tim's to begin. Tim's
Yeah,
or Timmy's.
and like-
Tim's or Timmy's?
That's
And
what I'm
everyone calls
saying.
I'm going to
Starbucks
Timmy's.
the
You want a
box.
coffee?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, is Tim Hortons going to change their name to Tim's or Tim?
I mean, no, of course not. This is Dunkin' Donuts doing this, not Tim's.
So
Tim Hortons.
I just don't understand the name.
Do you think they're doing it because they're inspired by Timmy's?
You know what it is? Is they saw how much money IHOP got when they changed their name to IHOB for a second. So they're like, man, we got to do something to our name, and then people will come eat here because it'll be a meme.
You know, the one time I went there, I was like, if this is the house of pancakes, how come I can't eat the walls? But I wonder if
just no one reacts to that garbage.
I wonder if McDonald's will change their name to like one of the things that everybody
Mickey
calls
D's.
it, which, well, everybody I know either ironically calls it McShitters
McDicks.
or McDicks, McShitters, or Rotten Ronnies. So that'd be pretty
Wow.
hilarious if they.
You guys, you have some awful friends. Why can't you just have innocent, nice, pure names like Mickey D's?
Dude, okay, so like when we grew up, we used to always just call it Dick's. We just be like, yeah, we're going to
that's
Dick's.
another one.
We
too.
going to Dick's. We going to Dick's. And then like I go to where I live now. I keep almost saying the name, but I go to where I live now, and it's after work, and I'm like, yo, let's go to Dick's because it's across the street, and they're like, Dick's? What's Dick's? What are you, gay? And it's like,
Well, that
what
was
are you? What is like? It's McDonald's. Oh, how am I supposed
Maybe
to
it's
know
because
that?
you always phrase it as, man, I really want to take a lot of dicks tonight. Maybe you should stop saying it like that.
But that's
Oh,
Eat at
funny.
Dick's.
that's like this one group of people in high school I was hanging out with. They would always call it McShitters, and eventually, like, we just started calling it Shitters. And then one time to somebody outside of that group, I was like, hey, want to go to Shitters? And they're just kind of like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I'm not gonna take a shit with you, Eric. That's gross. It's where you both sit on the edge of the toilet seat, right? So you're both not facing
Back to back?
Yeah, back to back on the side, and then you both poo, and then your poo smushes together and becomes a super poo.
You just reminded me of another
Why
really
would
good Urban Dictionary entry, which is AC Slatering, which is where you sit on the toilet backwards. Like AC Slater used to always sit in chairs and Saved by the Bell, and you take a shit that way with like your arms crossed over
Hey,
the top
you know
of
what?
the tank.
I'm not gonna lie. That's how
I did
that's
that.
how I do it now, because you can put your phone on the tank and you can lean against it. Like it's more comfortable. It works out better. You should try it. I'm not
Are you
gonna
being
lie.
serious
Yeah,
right now?
100%. That's how I take craps now. It's so comfortable. Eric, you need
Hug the tank to help you push it out.
Yeah.
Okay, can we talk about something else?
I'm telling you,
It
go
always turns
try
into
it.
shit.
All right, so let's go down the list then. All right, we have the first thing that we have on the thing is
Do you want me to just...
Oh, come on, man.
Kavanaga.
All right, yeah, close enough, I guess. Anyway, it's Trump's Supreme Court pick, Brett Kavanaugh. You know,
Oh, Kavanaugh.
been in the news. I figured, people here might have something to say about it. But I guess we'll just give you some background info first. Once he was nominated by Trump, a professor at Stanford, I believe is the university, came out and said that it wasn't rape because there was no. He attempted, I guess, rape on her. I don't know.
Sexual assault, are you getting
Sexual
at?
assault. Yeah.
Yeah,
there you go.
sexual assault.
He sexually assaulted her at a party when they were in high school together.
Okay.
And so now it's become this huge debate because no one wants to on the Supreme Court. Obviously you don't want to fucking sexual assault on the Supreme Court, but again, it happened 36 years ago. So Eric said something, because we talked about this a little bit during the Let's Play we did right before this, and Eric said something that's pretty accurate. If you're with Trump, you don't think he did it. If you're against Trump, you think he did it.
Yeah.
But,
Right.
One of the things is that the Judiciary Committee, the U.S. Senate's Judiciary Committee, which basically it's like a interview with him, and they asked him questions and all that shit, and but the Democrats kept asking him if he wanted to do an FBI investigation, just clear his name or just see if anything happened, basically. And he kept kind of just blowing it off, like, no, or it's like, I'll do whatever the committee wants, even though the committee's not going to ask.
He
for
wouldn't
an FBI
actually
investigation.
say.
Yeah, he would never say, yes, let's do an FBI investigation.
But really, like, what is the FBI possibly going to uncover from something that happened at a party 36 years ago?
But why not do it anyway? Like, if they don't uncover anything, they don't uncover anything. Like, why the hesitation in doing it? Like, this is my mindset, is if you have nothing to hide, just let them do it. Like, usually I'm of the point, if you have nothing to hide, like, don't let them in. Still, like, fuck off. But he's going to be the Supreme Court, like, justice. Like, we should know about his background. Because usually I'm like, if you had nothing to hide, like, and the police want to come in, like, fuck the police. They can stay outside. Get a warrant.
Yeah.
But at this point, I'm like, again, he's in the spotlight. He's nominated for the highest court in the U.S. So, yeah, the FBI should, like, investigate.
Yeah.
It's my opinion.
My thing, too, is, like, he has been caught, like, not only has he been, like, very deflective in his statements, but he's also, like, openly lied in his testimonies and stuff, too, where it's just like, dude, like, so, like, the whole boofing thing, you guys know what boofing is?
No.
No.
Oh, wow. I'm surprised,
Boofing is
actually.
the act of butt-chugging alcohol.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
And so in his yearbook, the quote that they have by his name is, "Have you boofed yet?" And then they asked him about that, and he was like, "Oh, it refers to flatulence." And it's like, no, it doesn't. We all know it doesn't.
That's I mean, like, he's going on the Supreme Court. I guess he doesn't want to admit to shoving alcohol up his ass. That's not.
Yeah, no,
it's-
it's
that
like you
side of
can't.
it.
No, you can't hold this. Okay, like the rape thing, no, but like this, something like this, like he did in high school. Like, he was a fucking teenager.
You're talking about the boofing thing.
Yeah, like, he's a teenager.
Yeah.
You can't hold that against him. Also, maybe in his group of friends or even in their high school, maybe boofing meant something else.
But it's not just boofing that this is an issue with. Like, he also had Devil's Triangle. And see, the weirdest thing for me,
I don't know what that is.
oh, it's a three-way, 2 guys and a girl. Devil's three-way.
Or, as I like to call it, the Eiffel Tower.
I
That's
guess.
a specific move. You have to
Yeah.
lock eye contact and hold hands.
Yeah. This is different, Mike. This
Yeah,
is
but
a
the Devil's
Triangle.
Triangle, you're making a triangle, right? She's the bottom point, and then you're the two side points that are high-fiving. It's a triangle.
Yeah, all right, I get it. But anyway, he said, because the weirdest thing, one of the senators is like, in Devil's Triangle, what's that? He took a second. He's like, drinking game, and like just the way he said it, it's like he just said that off the top of his
It's
head.
the Illuminati.
And
They
they're
asked
like-
him too, like, how do you play it?
He's like, 3 glasses. It's a drinking game.
So
like-
you're just
the way he
saying like
said it
he's
is so
being
fucking
so
weird.
sketchy about these little things that shouldn't matter, that he should just say
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, but again, that's still
Well,
not the
it
only thing.
does matter when you're in the public eye, though, because a lot think that, like, any elected official should essentially be squeaky clean their entire life.
Which is
There are a lot
how
of people
he's
who think like that.
trying to play it. He's like, oh, I never got like partied too hard. I never got blackout drunk. Like there was no time to drink because I was always studying. And
I
it's
mean,
just
think
like,
of Bill Clinton. Yes, I smoked pot, but I didn't inhale. That's like saying you drank beer, but you didn't swallow. Like, did
I
anybody
thought that was
buy that
Obama
shit?
that said that. He didn't inhale. Was that
No,
Clinton?
Obama did
That
say
was
he
Clinton.
inhaled.
Oh yeah, and then everyone like high-fived Obama, like, you the man, my boy. And then like any other president would be like, yeah, I smoked weed. They'd be like, get him out of the White House. He is a devil.
Now, I don't know. Now, I don't think anybody would really care that much. But back in the 90s, weed was still like crack to a lot of people. Now,
Well,
I
in
don't
the-
think people would care that much.
in the early 2000s, like in Canada, I think it was 2006, they decriminalized like pot for like a summer. It only lasted for like a couple of months.
In the
summer of
summer.
2002. I remember
And
that.
John Chrétien said that like now that it's decriminalized, or when they were recriminalizing it or something like that, he's like, I'm gonna have a joint in one hand and the money to pay the fine in the other. And I was like, bro, he was our prime minister before. He wasn't at the time of that.
Well, John Chrétien's hard.
Chrétien was
Yeah, I was
actually...
like, who the fuck is this? Should I know who this is?
He was
our
a prime minister.
for many years. He was actually like pretty cool in a lot of ways. There was one time he was at some rally and he was leaving.
He put his baseball hat on backwards.
Some guy got in his face like he was going to attack him. And Chrétien, like usually in most countries, the Secret Service would handle something like this. But the guy got in his face like he was going to attack him. So Chrétien just grabbed him by the throat and threw him on the ground.
Yeah, because John Chrétien was the hardest man in that office.
Sounds like it. No one fucks with whatever.
He one time
French.
one time he took his jacket off and he tied the jacket tied the jacket around his waist and everyone was like,
"Oh my god. Does he not care about how the cashmere will crease?"
Like,
no, man, he doesn't.
He was like, I don't care.
But if we want to return to Kavanaugh, because all this shit that we talked about before is from his yearbook, and I don't know. I feel like his hesitation to agree to an FBI investigation, and then just
lying about stupid shit.
Yeah, his lying about stupid shit, and also his just general attitude again on people. Like, because there was one senator who asked him, "Oh, have you ever blacked out?" and everything during this testimony. He's like, "Oh, have you ever blacked out? Huh? Have you blacked out?" And like,
didn't he also say like, "Oh, I didn't black out, but I went to sleep"?
I don't know about that. I didn't hear anything about that, but like, I don't know. His just attitude didn't seem very professional.
We all know that President Blump isn't professional, so it's only. I'm not surprised that he's hiring unprofessionals.
You mean Blorp?
Yeah, Cheeto baby.
President Cheeto baby.
I mean, part of me gets it though, because like it is like if he is innocent, he's being attacked, and like Eric said, he's trying to save face by being like, I didn't butt chuck alcohol.
Yeah.
But like at the same, he's so sketchy about it that I don't
No.
know.
If he wants to cover his ass, he should say, yes, one time in high school I chugged like 15 beers through my butt. I thought this girl was into me. I put my hand on her lap. She said no, and I went, oh, okay.
Yeah, exactly. Like, telling the truth, I feel like would be much more beneficial to him. Because,
it is
doesn't get you anywhere.
Now,
it is weird that he's lying about shit like this, but I don't know. I guess what it really comes down to is unless you get a confession, I don't think there's a hell of a lot you can do if that something happened.
I think also, like, the whole way this is being handled, like, they had the letter in secret for, like, a long time before they brought it forward.
But that was because the Dr. Christine Blasey Ford, asked for it not to be brought up. She wrote to Senator Feinstein, who was the Democratic.
Like, I want to accuse this man of raping me, but I want to keep the only evidence I have a secret.
Well, no, it wasn't evidence. It was just a letter saying that she said, it was basically her statement saying he sexually assaulted her.
Okay.
Because she didn't want her name to get out. She didn't want to be like in the public eye. She just wanted to make it known, hey, this guy sexually assaulted.
Okay, so
but then it was leaked, and her name got out anyway.
What I was going to say to play devil's advocate was, I think anyone that he was going to give this position, someone would come out and be like,
"Not true.
They tried to molest me."
He's already done this before. He's already gotten a Supreme Court official on the court.
Okay,
Neil Gorsuch, who stole the seat from Obama, because again, the seat opened up when Obama was still president, and then for like 9 months, the Republicans were like, "No, we're just not gonna. like Obama nominated someone, and they were just like, no, we're not going to hear it. Like, we're not even going to give him a chance. Which is
I wouldn't go that far.
You wouldn't go how far?
That far.
I was playing devil's advocate. It was just a question.
I know, but where I was going with that is I wouldn't go that far in that sense, but I will say that with the way the media is now, the majority of it anyways, if this was on the opposite side of the partisan spectrum, in other words, if this was a beloved Democrat nominee who was being accused of something 36 years ago, we'd probably be hearing a lot of shit about weaponizing the justice system to suppress Democrats, and you know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, both sides play the game, right? Like that's how it is.
Yeah.
And it's like the Supreme Court. That's one of the things that is constantly also brought up during this, is that the Supreme Court shouldn't be partisan. Although, whenever I think of the Supreme Court,
well, what they should be doing is eating parsnips.
Oh, good one.
No. They're doing an investigation now, though. The last time I heard, they actually are doing it.
On a high school party that happened 30 years ago, tax-paying money paid, spent well.
The White House basically dictates the scope of the investigation, and President Cheeto Baby probably has limited it, even though I'm pretty sure he tweeted out saying, oh yeah, investigate whatever you want, but other people inside the FBI have said that the investigation has been handicapped by the White House, but who knows? Yeah.
I think he's fucked either way. Like,
I hope he is. I don't care if this is true or not. Like, I don't. I'd rather have, even if they are going to be right wing and conservative with their views. Like, let's get someone without a scandal like this in there. Like Neil Gorsuch. I fucking hate Neil Gorsuch. Shouldn't have gotten in there, but whatever. Like, someone like him is better than Kavanaugh.
If Cheeto Baby says he's good enough for him, then he's good enough for me. All right, let's move down the list. Garrett, you have written here Amazon 15.
Amazon 15. Amazon is now selling 15-year-old girls to men.
For only $99.99.
I have to go for other reasons.
Oh, God damn, like, yeah, investigated by the Mounties.
I just went there. No, I was kidding.
No, but Amazon.
That was a good one.
Amazon raised its minimum wage to $15 an hour.
That's
had
nothing compared to the Canadian minimum wage.
Well, $15 is probably more than what y'all have. Like,
I will actually
y'all's minimum wage might be like 17.
It's $15.50. So
okay, but yeah, the American dollar is stronger than the Canadian.
No, it's
dollar.
not. You're an idiot.
But it depends on how much you can buy for that, which depends on the type of products. Anyways, go on, Garrett.
Amazon's been getting a lot of fucking political pressure from people saying, "Oh, Jeff Bezos, makes like $1 million a day, but can't pay his workers more than minimum wage."
Sure, I think that's reasonable.
Yeah, so now Amazon, because this has been going on for like 2 or 3 months, I think.
Wasn't there their factories were like abysmal?
Yeah, they're like the working conditions are also really poor. Yeah, I don't know. Like a lot of people have come out of Amazon, like having worked there, basically saying like it's fucking awful to work there for the money. But now you paid $15, which is literally more than double the previous minimum wage. The minimum wage before was $7.25.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's the federal minimum wage in the U.S. And
That's
Jeff Bezos.
sad.
Yeah, it is. It's fucking despicable.
Well, I think Jeff Bezos and like Bill Gates, like they're both on the record basically for saying like, I don't think I could spend the money if I tried.
Oh yeah, they have said that.
So like,
So you're saying it's still to this day $7.25 federal
yeah, it
minimum
is still
wage?
$7.25 minimum wage.
Yeah,
in the US.
that's really crazy because I started working pretty young. I got my first job in 2002, and at that time, the minimum wage was $6.95. So 30 cents less than that, and this was 16 years ago.
Okay, yeah. So I started working, I think, whenever I was in 2010, and I think minimum wage was like $6.85 or $7, and then like a year later, they increased the federal minimum wage to $7.50.
brutal.
Or sorry, not $7.50, $7.25, and
Wow.
the minimum wage is still $7.25.
Well,
so sad.
maybe he's
but-
paving the way.
Yeah, Jeff Bezos did. Yeah, I was about to say that. Jeff Bezos did say he's like, hey, we're gonna, try and get congressional support for increasing the federal minimum wage. Which this is all just PR, but I don't give a shit. Like, if he can actually get the federal minimum wage increased to $15, like, fucking do it, because I would help so many.
Does it not go up yearly?
No, it doesn't.
Oh, that's fucking weird.
Does y'all's go up yearly?
Pretty much. Most
Yeah.
years it does go up. But that can lead us into the next topic of conversation.
Oh.
So Bill 148, if you guys don't know, which I doubt you do, because I didn't even fucking know about it until recently. It's basically the bill, like, ensuring in Ontario, like, what minimum wage is, how many sick days you get, how much vacation, and shit like that.
Mhm.
And it's in the news right now because Doug Ford, he's not the dead one, right?
No, yeah.
Okay. Because Doug Ford has been talking about to it, and the first thing that he's doing is actually stopping the minimum wage increase that's set for 2019, which would raise it to $15 an hour. Because right now it's actually $14 an hour for minimum wage. It's not $15.50. You're making more than minimum if you're getting that. And yeah, so he's putting a stop to that. And there was also discussion. I haven't been able to find anything about it, but there was discussion about him taking out the legal amount of sick days too, because right now in Canada you're legally allowed 2 sick days a month, and apparently he wants to repeal that too. So
The sick days thing is just the sick days thing. That's fucking stupid. The minimum wage, I don't know. Look into it because I do know that you can't, like, if you raise the minimum wage too much too quickly, that can really fuck up the economy. So I don't know if that's the case here or not. But the sick days thing, that's just really fucking dumb.
There was, I can't remember what he said. He's like, when I went around and talked to the people, the two main issues and minimum was something like,
You cut out.
oh, he was talking about like what the two main issues in like Ontario are when he went around and talked to the people, and it wasn't minimum wage. I forget what he said it was, but it was like something stupid that I'm just like, I don't think anybody actually thinks about those two things. Like, I can't remember.
What happened to my buck of beers?
Yeah.
No,
That's
so,
the thing that the poor people care
they
about,
wanna-
not making money.
Sorry, I zoned out a little bit. They want to revert.
They want to take away Bill 148 in its entirety, is what I've been reading.
Get
but
away-
I haven't been able to like actually back that up.
There's no way that that's gonna pass. No one's gonna be like, "Yeah, okay."
The only thing that I found him actually on the record saying, like actually directly out of his mouth, is that they were not going to go through with the minimum wage increase for 2019.
I don't know.
So he's our friend.
I can't watch this video because I'm busy listening to you guys. But there's a YouTube video saying Premier Ford announces plan to scrap Bill 148 in legislature. So
Yeah.
There's no way that's gonna happen though. They can't do that shit.
But yeah, just reading Bill 148, like, you guys got a lot of nice shit.
Yeah,
You
dude.
get 10
Yeah, so don't take it
emergency
away.
days? Man.
Get 10 what did you say?
It says personal emergency leave days. You get 10 of those as long as
That's
the
news
workplace
to
has
me.
50 or more employees.
That's news to me.
Oh, my place doesn't have 50 employees.
And this is the one that increased the minimum wage to 14.
Yeah.
Yep.
And liquor servers make $12.20. Home workers make $15.40. I don't know what a home worker is. Almost sounds like a home wrecker.
I think that's like PSWs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
This still doesn't mean anything to me.
Like,
Oh,
people who,
personal
like,
support worker. I think they're classed as
nurses?
CNAs.
Yeah, stuff like that, like home caregivers.
Home
that type
care.
of-
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I don't see this going through because like literally everyone will be outraged.
But did you think that Buck of Beer was going to go through?
Yeah,
Can
why
you
not?
guys-
Why not? Like whatever, buck a beer. But like,
Can corporations pay money to y'all's like legislature to make them pass bills?
No,
Is it
I
the same
don't
way
think
lobbying
we.
in the US?
I'm.
Yeah.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think we really have that shit here, do we?
Yeah, we do. We have lobbying for sure.
Then how come it doesn't? It seems like there must be more like regulations in place to what extent it's allowed.
I think it's because of how our government party actually works, because of like the hierarchy of how we actually divide things. Like just I can only do this from like the stuff that I actually know, but like in terms of healthcare, it's under both federal and provincial laws. So anything to do with like changing that, the most of it, like the largest portion of it, is actually controlled by the province. So it's hard to lobby for change on the federal level because the province controls like 90% of it.
huh?
Also, I think what kind of helps us too is the fact that we don't have just two major political parties; we have three.
Yeah.
So that makes it harder to like spread the grease around, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I mean, there are quite a few younger progressive candidates that are taking no PAC money, which is the Corporation Political Action Committee. That's what PAC stands for.
Yeah.
And basically, that's where the lobbying comes from. So,
Yo,
I'm excited to see what's going to happen in the U.S. politics,
Wait.
up and coming.
did you guys?
come November.
I just found this thing. It's Donald J. Trump tweet. Okay, real tweet. I'm looking at it.
Okay, just
that's easy to
tell
fake.
us.
No. This is 100% real. Just tweeted this. It's Cocktober, eggplant emoji. You know what that means? Eye tongue out. Dick sucking awareness month. Send this to 12 of your closest hoes.
Oh my god, I'm on his Twitter and I'm reading this.
That love that dick. And then it's like a bunch of emojis. Thought-o-ween is upon us. If you're getting this message, you are a queen of the thoughts. Forward this to 7 of the thoughtiest thoughts that you know will get some. And then it's like the sex emoji soon. If you don't, be prepared for 69 days of bad luck.
Did he tag Kavanaugh in it?
Yeah, it looks like so. That's crazy, man. Why would he retweet that?
He just loves it. Oh, fuck.
I love this thought-o-ween.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Dick sucking awareness month. Send this to 12 of your closest hoes that love that dick. Oh, that's a good
Who
laugh.
has 12 close hoes?
Yeah.
Booty!
I have like 2 hoes, and
I have
one of
Left
them,
and right?
One of them are in this call.
No, you have Mrs.
Thanks, Mike.
Mrs. Palmer and her 5 slut daughters.
I really want to bring up what I was arguing with you about.
Wait a minute. Mrs. Palmer and her 5 slut daughters.
Why is this funny?
I've never heard that
never
before.
heard that
No,
one
that's
before?
so good. I've never heard
No.
that before. Oh, Palmer.
It's a hand joke.
It is a hand joke. All right, let's talk about. You know what?
Oh,
While we're talking about disgusting sex stuff, let's talk
Big
about
Mouth?
Big Mouth.
You've seen it, right?
No. but I know what it's about.
Do you though, Mike? What's it about then, huh?
Kids going through puberty, and they have puberty monsters, and it's funny, wacky memes.
Damn, he knows.
He's on to us.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
So it's a television show on Netflix, and it's actually really funny. John Maloney, one of the writers for it.
Maloney baloney.
Mulaney? I don't know how to pronounce his fucking
I thought it
last
was
name.
Maloney, like rhymed with baloney.
That's why I said Maloney baloney.
That's what I thought it was, but I'm questioning that.
No,
It's
you're
him.
right. You're right, Anita. Stop questioning yourself.
It's a couple other people that I should know, and
Nick Kroll.
yes, Nick Kroll, that was it. Yeah, it's them going through puberty, and the second season starts at the end of this week on Friday, because Friday's the end of the work week.
Yeah, it's a pretty funny show.
It's really funny. It's actually a lot funnier too. Like the more you rewatch it.
Yeah, I've only seen it once, and one of the big things I remember is I don't want to be a head pusher.
Yes, yes. They have really good jokes in there that are literally about like everything awful that you experienced in high
What?
school if you were me, and then oh no.
What?
Head pusher. Do you know what that is, Mike? Because you're a fucking head pusher.
Mike's a head pusher, definitely.
What was?
100% head pusher.
What's a head pusher?
We're
Whenever
not
you're
going to
making
explain
out-
it. You're going to have to watch it.
Whenever you're making out and then you push your head, down.
You push the girl's head down.
Yeah.
No, I never
you're
did
trying to get
that.
me to
I
talk.
never did that to
Every
you.
day!
Mike's-
Every day!
I never did that to you.
To
We'd be
you.
like riding the bus.
I think I do it jokingly, and if it goes good, then it's like, oh, okay. But I'm never. It's never
That's
like
not a joke. Then.
it's never no, but it's never like she's like straining to like put her head back, and I'm like, no, no.
Like impale her eye on it.
Yeah, no, it's just like, ha 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 ha. Funny, cute.
It's like, hey, I'm just gonna, hey, if you want to, I'm gonna.
And if
move
she
your head
says
down here.
if she says no, I go, okay, all right,
That's when you slap her and like, no,
Oh,
no. What do you mean no?
Garrett? Ooh.
Sorry.
What are you?
Was that
What are
too
you
far?
getting hired by President Trump?
Damn, how'd you know?
You've now made the qualifications.
That's not fair.
All right,
As far as we know, Neil Gorsuch never assaulted anyone.
let's talk about another sweet and hot topic because there's a lot going on in the world right now. This is gonna be a good topic to talk
I'm
about.
just gonna be gone for the rest of
It
the podcast.
is the Harry Potter video game.
Yeah, see you guys. I'll be out.
Looks fucking sick. Why are you hating?
I've heard nothing about it. What is it?
I don't know anything about it.
Oh my god. Okay, so like it isn't even confirmed that it's a real thing. Could
Is it
just
an
be
MMO?
It's going to be an RPG.
Single player
And-
RPG or
It looks like single player.
okay?
But can you,
Customizable characters. It kind of looks like
Can I give
David
Hermione a
animation.
nicer ass?
Mike, in this,
Come on,
there's
that was a good joke.
there's a jink. A
Jink.
there's a GIF in that link. I was trying to say GIF and link at the same time.
Oh, it like kind of looks
Jink.
like. Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
It looks
Oh.
really nice. Animation looks great.
Yeah.
I hope it's good because every Harry Potter game I've ever played was a piece of shit.
Yeah, they all
So-
suck.
Lego Harry Potter. You fucking dumb.
I actually never played that.
You fucking dumb, mate.
But I do have to say, I really enjoy all the Lego games, which is probably terrible to say, but I like them.
People
I've
say
actually
they're
never
great.
played any of them.
So.
They're fun.
I mean, just from this GIF that I'm looking at, looks cool. Can we be like a Voldemortian?
It's called
You
a
get to
Slytherin.
create your character.
But Slytherin isn't like Mike. You can't. Not all Slytherin are bad.
Yes, all Slytherin are evil. That's the whole.
I mean,
Yes.
I'm a total Slytherin.
Yes, all
So get your
Slytherins.
Hufflepuff ass out of my.
Yes,
do you-
all
do you not-
Slytherins.
Do you not remember that Snape was a good guy?
Yeah, come on, Mike.
Okay.
Fucking dumb.
Isn't
Try-
Ravenloft is the one that has like hot chicks?
Raven-
You're an
Ravenclaw.
idiot. You are
Ravenclaw.
so stupid.
Why did that bother you so much?
Because it's Ravenclaw, and like, when did it ever talk about hot goth chicks?
I don't know. For some reason, I thought
That's
that
true.
like there was like hot goth chicks with like blunt bang haircuts in Ravenclaw.
It has the only Asian chick.
First of all,
Do you know what I'm talking about? The blunt bangs haircut. Isn't that like the hottest thing ever?
I
don't know.
like Ravenclaw the most. Don't ask me why. It just I
It's
like
because
that
of
name.
Cho.
Yeah,
I actually, I saw a girl with blunt bangs the other day, and the bangs
Blunt
went
What
halfway.
are blunt bangs?
It's just
Dude,
like flat
I don't know.
across.
I don't know what it is, but that's like the number one. Like that's like the hottest shit in the
Oh
universe
yeah,
to
I
me.
like those.
Yeah, her
Okay.
bangs went back to halfway
Okay,
down
yeah,
her
I
head.
like blunt bangs.
Those are okay.
Everyone has to have blunt.
It's when you weave joints into your bangs, right?
You, Anita, you tried to give yourself blunt bangs,
I did try to give myself blunt bangs,
and you
and it's
fucked it up.
I have blunt-ish bangs now, sort of, not really,
Oh,
Are
kind
those
of.
blunt bangs? That Taylor Swift picture?
I don't fucking.
Yeah, but the best ones are the ones where they're like completely like just straight across.
Yeah.
Okay, I found one.
You hear that, viewers? Eric is completely straight.
Yeah, you know what Eric likes. If you want to get inside his pants, have some
So-
blunt bangs.
Start cutting your hair. I'll do it for you.
Send me
So
those
how about
pictures.
that one, Eric? Is that
Yeah,
one perfect?
yeah, that's some good shit right there.
Yeah.
Where's the sound? Where's the
Yeah.
soundboard, Eric?
The thing is, for that, you have to have thick hair.
There you go.
The little grunt at the end.
Yeah, the grunt at the end is the worst. I don't like it.
No, that's what makes that.
Okay, but we were talking about. Oh, I wanted Anita and Garrett to explain to me how is Snape a good guy? Just go ahead.
Anita,
Try
I
to
feel
explain
like
it
you
to
know
me.
more about it than I do, so go ahead.
In what way was he a good guy?
I'll just Google it while you talk, Anita.
Okay, back me up here because it's been so long since I've read the book.
Yeah, same. Junior high.
He like looked out for Harry, and he actually was like
False.
going against.
He was looking out for himself.
He was. He was going against Voldemort.
False. He was helping
was-
Voldemort by acting like he was going against him, so
He
that
was like a
Harry
double
and
agent.
Dumbledore would think that he was on. He was a triple agent.
Okay.
Um,
But yeah, like after I'm pretty sure he he was in love with Harry's mom, and I think he like went there that night to try and stop Voldemort, but then he was too late, and then he saw their dead bodies.
Yeah, and then what he did to her dead body, he defecated it. He was like, "This is the only way I can be with her."
Okay, so maybe he's like chaotic neutral then.
No, and okay, he hated Harry because of his father.
He
okay?
didn't hate him.
No,
He just
the thing that was beautiful
His
about
Patronus was a deer, just like Harry Potter's
the thing that was
mama.
beautiful about the Harry Potter Snape relationship was he loved Harry.
Anal.
He loved Harry because of his mother, but he hated him because of his father.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
adorable.
And then he saw Harry's mom in Harry. Like, Harry had the features of his mom, so Snape just wanted to fuck Harry for a long time.
Yeah.
And then he got him
Yeah, then he
in
finally got him.
potions class.
Yep.
Like, you think those potions?
Yeah, so
didn't
basically
make Harry black out?
there was an there's a chapter, Eric, in one of the Harry Potter books where
That just starts
Snape-
with like Snape,
Snape-
positioning himself behind the young wizard.
Snape what he does is he gives Harry Potter a potion that makes Harry turn into a girl, and he's like, oh, you look like just like your mother. Oh,
he
wow.
doesn't even- he
No.
calls
He's,
Harry. It's just,
yeah.
he just calls her Lily.
yeah, and he's like, oh, that's my mom's name. This is kind of weird. Can you turn me back? And he's like, yeah, here you go. Have this potion. It'll turn you back. Actually, it was roofies from the Muggle world.
And it also made the tits ginormous, like just grow.
Yeah.
Like,
And
That's messed up, man.
yeah, it's pretty
This
dark.
is some great fan fiction.
It's pretty dark. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if that was not already a story.
HP erotica.
Yeah. Hey, you know what, Anita? We used to have a series on this channel where we read and
I
react.
definitely listened to those shows.
Oh, did you? Were those good?
We should maybe start doing those again. Not even necessarily just crossovers. I'll just look for like
Weird
good ones in general, and like all three of you reacting to it, I feel would be really good.
Should we?
Well,
Should
you
we?
just
Should we revive that series?
Fanfic. What was it called?
Fanfic.
crossover theater.
Crossover theater. Yeah.
Well, we'll just do it like fanfic theater or something like that.
No, I don't want to get a new thumbnail made. We'll just call it crossover theater and just go.
It doesn't have to have a thumbnail.
Yeah, it doesn't have to have a thumbnail. You just use the thumbnail that we use for podcasts, right?
I'll take a picture of my thumbnail if you guys
No,
want.
we can't use the same thumbnail in the
Or
same
we could
two
just-
different.
We could just use different pictures every week. Like,
Yeah, that's
what are we
true.
talking about this week?
guys
We're
are-
talking about Snape fucking Harry. Let's go find a picture of
You guys
it.
are you guys are
It's
hashtag
definitely art.
triggering me. God.
Bring back crossover theater.
Crossover theater matters.
That's when you get everybody to comment down below. Comment down below if you want to see more.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
so
comment
the
down
comment the comment is literally just going to be Anita saying
No.
yes.
We need one comment to bring back crossover theater.
Yo, if this video can get 1 like, we'll bring back crossover theater. So
Immediately
smash that like
likes it.
smash that like button.
God.
what else do we have to talk about?
Well, I'm gonna have a read.
I put a lot of video game stuff on the list this week.
Yeah, you did.
Mike, did you even bring anything this week?
I didn't.
No.
Nothing's
Wow,
going
what a
on in the
fucking
world.
slacker.
Literally, there is no news of anything important going on in the world at all this week. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know. What is going on in Michael's life?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah. I don't have anything to talk about. I'm sorry. Okay, so let's talk about CDC flu shots. No, fuck that. Anita, talk to us about. Why is that really important to you?
No, I'm just everybody get your
It's
flu
just,
shot.
Yeah, 80,000 people or something died last year to the flu.
You know,
Yes.
it's that time of the year, guys. Get your flu shot.
I never
Yeah.
get my flu shot.
I never,
also
because
never
the one
get my flu shot.
the one time I was talked into getting one, when they stuck it in me, it felt like heat flowing into my arm, and I almost passed out. So I'm never doing that again.
Well, that's because you're
Are you
a
sure they didn't give you like AIDS or
Pussy.
something?
yeah, you're a delicate flower, Eric. Like,
And then they were
Christ.
like, I was like the first one, dude. Sometimes people have weird reactions to that shit. You retard.
one time, guys, literally one time, we're sitting in
Are you
Eric's,
afraid of needles?
we're sitting in
No,
Eric,
not at all.
we're sitting in Eric's apartment, and his hat falls off of his hat rack, and he just goes, "Fucking day's ruined, man! Fuck!" And he like threw his fucking
you're the
plate
one-
across the street, like the room.
You're the one who once posted a Facebook status update in complete seriousness. This is when he was living in the same house as her sister, and it was literally just screamed in fear because some purses got hung on a different hook than usual.
You know what? That's actually fucking true. No, but I don't know. It's fucking scared me. There's one time I went into a Lowe's store, which is like a Home Depot, and there was Halloween decorations. and my two friends walked past it. Nothing happened. I walked past it, and this witch goes, and I screamed so loud that I swallowed the gum I was chewing, and like everyone like looked over.
And the best part, it was like a cardboard witch with a bubbling cauldron.
Yeah.
You should be careful. It's about that time of the year again.
Yeah, dude, fucking Halloween decorations fucking trigger me, man. One of the funniest moments from the TV show King of Queens is Arthur's really against them putting up, Arthur being the old man that lives with them, them putting up Halloween decorations, and Doug's like, no, fuck this, I'm doing it. And he puts up decorations, and then he calls Arthur upstairs, and he walks in, and there's like a paper ghost, and he just like screams, and then it just cuts to an ambulance driving up.
Why did they never explain why it fucked with them so bad?
Yeah,
though?
they do. So the story is
Spoopy.
the story is that growing up, Arthur was really poor, and the dad would make Arthur dress up in multiple costumes a night and like trick or treat all night to get like free candy and like apples and shit. And it was like really humiliating for him because he's like, you know, the costumes didn't fool them. They knew it was me.
But like, why are you spending that much money on costumes when you could spend that money on, food?
Candy.
Garrett.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Garrett, it's a sitcom, all right? Just turn off your brain and enjoy, all right? You don't have to fucking nitpick everything. God. Just enjoy the hilarious antics.
See, there's some episodes of Frasier that I just can't watch because I'm just like, this is stupid as fuck and could have been resolved very easily.
The other day, Garrett, I was watching Frasier, and I know in the podcast I said it was one of my favorite sitcoms, and I still, yes, it's still one of my favorite sitcoms. Maybe I overwatched it, but like, I just was watching it, and I was like, this isn't doing it for me.
You
Curb or
overwatched
something.
it, I think. You need to take a break from things,
Go watch Curb and Seinfeld all over.
Well, recently I have been watching Regular Show, and that is a fucking amazing show. Has anyone seen it here?
No.
I have. I never really liked it that much. Wasn't really doing it for me.
You know what show I loved? The Adventures of Flapjack.
You're an idiot.
I like My Little Pony Equestria Girls. I tell you, that's a really, really good movie right there.
That's a really, really good movie right there.
What about Neverland and the Wonder Beast?
Wait. You know what? I always see people going like, there will never be a show like SpongeBob SquarePants ever again. It is one of a kind. No one will ever beat it. Blah, 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 blah. Isn't Flapjack kind of the same show? Same humor, at least?
I don't know. I never watched it.
Oh. Did you
SpongeBob
say that?
or Flapjack?
Flapjack, right? You've never seen that.
Yeah, I've never seen Flapjack.
Did you say that because it's always on Arc?
Flapjack?
Hey,
No,
Art.
I just said that because it's like the only show I can remember from Cartoon Network that I actually fucking hated. Like I think I watched one episode and I'm like, this is stupid as shit.
You know what show I hate? And I think it's maybe it's Adult Swim. Maybe I think of Adult Swim, but Squidbillies?
That show somehow has
I
lasted
liked
like
it.
17 seasons or something
so
like that.
fun.
Yeah, that show outlasted Aqua Teen Hunger Force, which was
Yeah, I don't like that
gold.
show either.
I never liked Aqua
I liked
Teen
Aqua
either.
Teen.
I just thought it was
Aqua
fucking
Teen's
irritating.
so good. Thank you, Anita.
I never
Great
liked
show.
Aqua Teen or Squidbillies.
The thing is like the time in which I consumed both those shows at a regular
Smoking it
basis.
up.
Yeah, I was stoned all the fucking time. So
No,
that
see-
opinion is probably not great.
See, Aqua Teen is actually kind of similar to Regular Show, though Aqua Teen is more of a drier humor. I don't know if that's the right way. Anyways, they're both shows that like nothing happens
Yeah.
But like regular show stuff happens. So regular show, the premise is like they're just working at a park, and so the episode will start, and they're like, "Oh, you have to go set up the chairs for this meeting we're having," and then some weird thing will happen, and like the universe will almost get destroyed because they're setting up chairs. Where Aqua Teen Hunger Force, I guess it's kind of the opposite. Aqua Teen Hunger Force, it's like advertised as them being like this fighting force, these like superheroes, but literally they just sit in their fucking house and like nothing happens.
You know how you always say really specific things bother me? It's like, I don't know, that show, Aqua Teen I'm talking about, the meatball's voice and the French fries.
I love it!
And the French fries douchebag beard just like turned me off. And
so the voice, I agree with you. But Eric, every time you say that Frylock's beard is a douchebag beard, it's literally just facial hair. It's just a beard. It's just the most standard beard you can have. That's not a douchebag beard. It's just a beard. It's
For
like
long-time listeners of this show, you'll have heard this conversation before.
It's just but like it makes me so mad every time you say that, because it's literally just like,
no, it's one of those early 2000s douchebag
something's kind of missing from this character, or what can we do? Oh, well, none of them have facial hair. Let's give him a beard. Okay, draw a beard on this box of fries. What is the beard supposed to go back around more? Like, no, it's a box of French fries. There's nothing douchebag about it.
It reminds me of like my buddy back in the day. He was working at McDonald's, and he got a beard like that. So he was off work for a week.
Isn't it called a goatee?
So he comes back in with a goatee, and this older guy who he works with is like, "Oh, what you got going there?" And my buddy's just like, "Yeah, it's just decided to try out a new look." And he goes. The guy goes to him, "Well, you better watch out, or someone might mistake your head for a pussy and fuck you right in the mouth."
I've heard you tell this story before.
I like to call him the flavor saver.
Hell yeah.
Oh, you get that taste of pussy when you lick it again. Actually, that's I remember when I used to I don't know if I should fuck. Well, I remember sometimes when I used to have, like, now I keep my beard really short, like 5 o'clock shadow, but when I used to like have it longer, sometimes when I would go down on a chick, like 2 hours later, I'd be like, "What's that fucking smell?" And it was the smell of her twat juice in my fucking beard.
Jesus.
Wash your face. Holy shit.
Like, wash your fucking face.
Fucking.
Well, obviously, when I would have a shower, I would wash it, but like sometimes when you're doing that, you don't immediately think I need to shampoo my beard when I'm done. Like rinsing it off with water, I thought would be good enough for a placeholder until I took a shower later.
Well,
Oh,
you figured wrong.
apparently the girls you're hooking up with got some stank to them.
No, come on, don't say that.
It was a
None of
joke.
them
Why do you
listen.
take offense?
It's a joke, so it was a joke. It was a
Yeah,
joke.
none of them listen to this shit anyways. So
It's 2018. You got to say at the end of every possible crew joke, it was a joke.
Me too.
It was a joke. Me too. Hashtag me too. Hashtag all men.
Are rapists?
No, are they? Is that what that?
Yeah,
is that what
all men
that?
are rapists.
Is that what that was about?
I have no clue.
See, I thought it was hashtag all men like marshmallows.
I mean, I don't like marshmallows, so that's not true. But I'm definitely a rapist.
Huh.
This is true.
Anita's known Garrett for like 3 months, and so he's like, he tried it. He tried it. He's
I
in
turned on my
Texas.
computer one day and
I
dick
almost
on the
just jumped through the
webcam
screen. I couldn't control myself.
coming right out.
Please, I'm just so lonely. Well, I guess we've kind of fizzled out, and we're kind of getting outrageous. So, comment, rate, subscribe.
Drugs. You gotta have drugs.
Hit that bell for those notifications.
But you have to subscribe first, so make sure you subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe.
Share it with all your
Subscribe.
friends so you can get big and famous and popular.
Share it.
And you can say you were one of the OG 100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Knock on your neighbor's door. Bring your laptop.
Be like,
Show
you
them.
gotta listen to these idiots talk about dumb shit. Please. It's so important.
Stop closing the door in my face. Just watch.
You could be like, look, bro, I gotta show you. This is the perfect shit to turn on while you're doing something else, man. It will blow your mind.
My kid's in there. He just took a shit everywhere. I have to go clean it up. I can't watch this. I'm sorry.
I can't watch this. But yeah,
Perfect.
you know what? Have a wonderful week, and we'll see you in 7 days. Say bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.